welcome back to another Ana Khayos streaming. Hey, Mew Mew. Hey, come here. Come here. Oh, no, you come here. Come here. Hey, did you twinkles? Yum, 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 yum. Hey, you want petsies and now you want to ride? This is how she's like. All day long. Meow, 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 meow. Puts fur all over me. You see this? Alright, guys. So today we're going to go ahead and we are going to do some backgrounds. Please let me lower down. I've reached in that point where, oh my goodness, my hearing. Alright, not a big fan. So as usual, let's give math kudos to Stream Beats. Otherwise, my channel will really suck. Alright. Other things, guys, the Astrocats page, along with the Instagram, we're trying to show it some love. We took a couple of days off because it was the holiday weekend. For me, I just pretty much just took advantage of it and just continued to repair stuff around my house. As for my colleagues who are spending time with their loved ones, and, kudos for them. All right. Also, as you might have noticed, some of you guys who are following us on YouTube, I've been kind of giving it a facelift. So, posting the videos that you see me putting over here, I post them about like a week or so afterwards on the YouTube channel, so we have more than one way. So, but if you want to see the shows in real time, excuse me, God, I got fur everywhere now. Just come hang out with me here on Twitch. Okay, so but this is coming along. As you can see, there's videos, playlists now. We still only got one channel, but you know what? It's a work in progress. So we're pretty proud of what we've done so far. See what you've done. See what you've done. I got your fur all over my nose. Anyway. Alright, so with that, guys, let's go ahead and move this over here. Okay, so you guys like my illustration I did of the Astrocats? This is kind of one of the little fun stuff I do. There are days where I have a meeting about a meeting, about the meeting, about the meeting on Teams, and I'm still listening. It's just, there's only so much I could stare at a background or a PowerPoint or an Excel spreadsheet that I'm like, I still have it and I'm paying attention, but I need just something to keep me awake because the 300 milligrams of caffeine ain't doing it. So, yeah. So with that, let me guys show you what I'm planning on working on today. Okay, so as you guys saw last time, I was kind of working on Grace. I was working on some posts. It's going to be for one of the episodes that is coming right up. So one of the things I need to do is start working on building like some of the backgrounds. So I was using her as a point of reference. Right, there's just kind of like a really quick sketch that I created. Yes, that is the sketch. Could I have done this on Clip Studio? Absolutely. However, I kind of reached the point that there's certain things I like doing in Photoshop better than in Clip Studio. So, and this is one of them. So now we're going to grab that. We're going to pass that over to Illustrator, where I'm going to continue to create vector shapes. All right. And I just kind of brought this over for one. I can import the color swatches. And I know I can use the library and bounce it from one to the other. But honestly, I still haven't gotten used to the cloud library yet. It just doesn't really quite work for me. I need to just do a couple tutorials on it because I've done it and it's just like, okay, so now I'm going to have 50 gajillion swatches saved in the cloud somewhere. Okay, so let's go ahead and get going with our time. Okay, so first thing is first, I'm going to grab this and I'm going to turn this into a template. Yeah, okay, now let's go ahead and start creating some shapes. Okay, so there's a couple things I need to do here. Okay, I need a base color. And even this, I might actually shrink this back a little bit more. Okay, let's not start with that. That's always the fun part of this, is trying to figure out a good place to start. This reminds me of Skrillex a little bit. I love Skrillex stuff, I just cannot play it. I don't feel like getting sued today. Thank you very much. There we go. That way I keep it kind of even. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this shape. I'm going to cut from here to here. I don't really need the rest. And then I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to select it, duplicate up. Okay, so that gives me the first piece. And I'm going to kind of just duplicate a couple of these shapes. And remember, this was a really quick, rough sketch. Okay, so now that I have that, let's go ahead and I gotta switch between my views. Ah, no, not what I wanted. Okay, so from here, before I do anything else, I'm gonna move this up so I have a duplicate. And I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna close these out. Then I'm gonna create, okay, the shape I just closed, I'm gonna lock that one up. And I'm gonna borrow the color yellow for now. At least until I can no fill. That way I can clearly see what I'm doing. I'm going to do the same with this one. That's the second shape. And I'm going to lock that up. And I'm going to head over here. And this is going to be kind of more of the rim. Right here, what I want to do here, this is the rim of the counter. Why are you not centering? By the way, I finished watching Umbrella Academy yesterday and it was fantastic. I loved it. Okay, that plan is not going according to plan. Okay, so I'm just going to leave this alone. It was a pretty solid ending. A couple of the characters got really dark. Like they had motives why they were dark, but I think Netflix kind of went a little too far. But then again, they also display what happens to people when they kind of go manic and they're not thinking straight. And all I know is that it was solid. The ending was really solid, so I was pretty pleased we had that turned out. Okay, for right now, keep in mind I'm just making just shapes. I am not. This will make sense. Okay, and then for this one, what I can do is this. Okay, let's send you back. Just bring you to the front. God, I've gotten rusty in Illustrator. Like, really rusty. It's okay, though. I'll get better. Where's my handle? That's weird. There we go. I knew I wasn't tripping. I know that's the shortcut for that. There we go. Okay, let's go ahead and also align these. Center align. Okay. Not too great. Not too bad. Like I said, this is... I kind of want to give it like the nice little quirky, like it's not very polished kind of look, if that makes any sense. Jesus, Illustrator, what the hell? I want to grab that line. Why will you not let me grab the line? You're not it. You're not it. I want to grab this line. Hochi machi. Okay, there we go. Okay, so for right now, let's just call this base. Let's do that right there. Okay, now let's go ahead and create these kind of like these pillars. I'm gonna call them pillars, or edges, or wedges, what do you want to call them? Ah, yes. This is the fun part of doing when you have a really tiny monitor and you have to do Illustrator. It's the only thing I miss about having a ginormous Cintiq. Okay, so let's go and do this. I'll go back here and cut that because I don't really need that. Do that, and it don't gotta be perfect, but it's gotta be good enough. Let's see. I have a feeling I'm making this more difficult myself than what it should be. Okay, so it's a column there. Okay, cool beans. Okay, that's one. I'll figure out how to do the masking in here. Should not be very hard. By the way, these two, let's go ahead and lock them up. Control group them, lock them up. Set that up. Like I said, I'm just kind of, I want to say I'm BSing it, but I'm going to say I'm slightly BSing it. Listen, if you don't find a sense of humor in that statement, yeah, get the pull out of your butt. There we go. That gives me the second column right there. Which actually, that looks incredibly dramatic and a little thicker than what I want it to be. So let's go ahead and select this entire one right here. Let's thin you out just a little bit so that way it looks like it matches that a little bit better. So not bad, but not great. It's just there. I'm also tired as hell. I don't feel very good today. Race PG. I'm just gonna call that right now. Okay. Mia, what you doing back there? So I gotta keep an eye on this little shit. She likes to chew on my cable. It's like I caught her trying to chew on my Xbox controller. I was like, I grew up in a farm. You do know that, you know, we know how to dismantle animals. Not saying I'm gonna hurt my meow, but it's a threat that she'll never understand because she's a cat. Meow, what are you looking at? There she goes, looking at Ghost again. Either that or she's following the reflection of my watch, which could be the higher probability. Damn, I feel rusty. Come on. Let's see, move this up. So, not bad, but not great. Again, I don't want something that looks super polished, nasty. I want it to kind of look like scrappy, like just kind of like just been slapped together. Okay, so this one right here is not too bad, but here I have this little problem where it's supposed to be pretty thick, but guess I'll make do with what I got. Okay. Now we can, now that we have that, let's grab these two. Let's group them. And then let's go over here. And and let's go ahead and let's make some changes. Okay, so see right here, I need to make sure this slides right across there. And then in order to give the illusion, that's not gonna work out. There we go. Trying to give the illusion that it's more like a vaulted, rounded room. There we go. I said just a little bit of BSing gets you a long way sometimes. Okay. So that gives you the back. There's the front. Okay, I gotta make sure these pillars touch all the way to the back. Yes, Meow Meow. No, I cannot pet you right now, Meow Meow. I pet you all day. All day. All day. I pet you all day, you little shit. Ooh, my little shit. So what she does is she rubs on the keyboard, goes, and then she just like hits my keys. Am I right, you little punk? So if you hear any purring, it's probably her. Yes, you are. I treat you so badly. No kibble and petsies and toys for you. No laser pointers. And comfortable beds and cat condos everywhere. Spoiled shit. Shit, there's kids in third world country they wish they had some of the accommodations damn cat has. Okay, I'm just gonna lock this up. Let's make some adjustments, shall we? The question is, there we go. It's not working out too well. Okay. Fluff it. I'm gonna leave that alone for right now. Meow Meow, I love you, but you gotta get out of here. You are really getting on my keyboard. Shoot. Okay. I love my cat, do not get me wrong, I love my cat. They are spoiled little shits, like legit. Okay, so I need to make it look like this is overlapping this right here. The question is, what's the best way to go about it? I could try to make a layer mask, but that only goes so far. So, okay, let's see what we could do here. So we need to right there, go down to the left. Let's try this real quick. Okay, so if I cut this out, let me go to this piece right here, this grandiose piece. So there's still the piece right behind it, keep that in mind. I'm gonna duplicate this real quick. I'm gonna Control Shift G to ungroup that. I'm gonna grab this, I'm gonna grab that. I'm going to go to my transform my line. There we go. Nope, wrong one. I need this one. Why are you not? There we go. Here's the question now. Why is that still? So here's what I don't understand. No. I am failing miserably at this. Okay. I just want to punch out this little piece out of that piece. Just punch it out. Punch it. And what shenanigans is this? This is what I'm trying to figure out. Like, so what is this crap back here? Like, why is it doing this? Like, what is this? Is this just extra junk? That's what it is. That's why I'm losing my crap, because I'm just like, what? Why is it doing that? Okay, there we go. Okay, so I am not losing my mind more than normal. Okay, so now I'll grab both of these. And then I turn this back on. Okay, see? That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to give the illusion. Okay, so you're done. Okay, how about you? You are pretty good, so you can stay alone over there. And this is trash. Okay. And then let's head over here. Okay, now this is the next piece. Meow meow, no. Hey. No. Go on. Good girl. Alright. Said I love her. She will be all up on my grill. Okay, so here's the next piece that I need to do. I need to go from, let me see. So from, you need a piece from here to around here. There we go. Assuming it didn't merge into something else. There we go. Okay, so now I need to borrow this and this. Okay, so I've got those two pieces. Yeah, this can get really fucky really quick. I ain't gonna lie to you kids. Okay, let's turn that off. Okay. There we go. Go right there. There we go. So that if I plan this right, there's probably an easier way to do this. Meow meow, no. Meow meow, no. I love you, but no. Go on. I'll play with you in a little bit. Go on. Okay. There we go. There we go. So I want to give the illusion that it's kind of going right through. And then as for this, so these are pretty much done. I want to just kind of lock that up. Hey! No more. Sorry. I said. And there we go. I'm trying to lift that up. There we go. So that way that looks a little bit better. There we go. At least to me that looks a little bit better. I know I want like a cartoony look, but I don't want to look dilapidated. Sometimes you have to make adjustments, and that's fine. You have to go back in. And actually, it kind of works out because it looks like they both got like this little extra area back there. And all that matters to me is everything that's inside the frame, not anything that's outside the frame. So yes. So that still looks pretty good to me. Okay, now here's where this gets kind of goofy fun. Okay, let's go ahead and do this. Now we have these monitors on here. So, monitors. The first one we're going to do is not digging that. Alright, let's take a look what we got going on here. And I could eventually kind of spread this out a little bit so it's more even. But we're not just trying to get the subdivisions in here. Like I said, a lot of this, if we do make it out to production, it's going to get redone. Right, I'm just trying to put stuff out because we're really in a good, like, we're trying to strike when the iron is still hot kind of deal. I'll flatten that out. It's going to bring it up a little bit. There we go. And remember, the sketch is just like a base. There we go. That to me looks a lot better. So let's go ahead and there we go. I also need to make sure these do not have filler. There we go. And then now I can adjust these as needed. So I don't need you to. I'm just using the cutting tool C. So just trying to trim this extra geometry that I don't need. Areas where I'm a little short, I expand. There we go. Open that right there. Cool beans. Okay, not too bad. Okay, that looks a little better to me. Okay, now let's head over here real quick. Go. All right, there we go. Cool beans. So to me that looks a lot better. Not bad. I said you just had to keep chugging. Okay, so now we have monitors with an O. Oh my goodness, there's something seriously wrong with me. Okay. Never mind me, I'm just making sure that the stuff's streaming. Man. Okay, so now that we have the base, the background, I went to add the monitors in the top. Okay, so from there, actual monitors, actual mon. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm probably gonna do this. I'm gonna grab a rectangle or a round rectangle. That's not a rectangle. Okay, so this would be my base. I'm gonna put this bad boy up here. I'm gonna duplicate you, put it about there. And then I'm going to skew you a little bit. And there we go. This is going to be kind of our content. There we go. So it looks like it fits. Could I have done this a lot easier? Yes. Am I going to? No. Why? Because I'm just kind of going with the flow. Not even gonna lie. Actually, this one I could probably grab that one. A little smaller. Scoot over just a little bit. There's certain things that I do like about the new Illustrator, but other things it's just so hard to get it to trigger sometimes. Sure, that wasn't too bad right there. There we go, somewhere around there. There we go, that's coming along, not too bad. Totally know what I'm doing. And you just can't take yourself seriously, man. Just go with the flow and do the best you can. I should really listen to my advice as I'm gaming, because I do cuss up a storm. So, but, yeah, we all got our thing. Come on. Okay. Just a little bit of skewness, because the way these monitors are, they're not quite straight, they're just kind of like at an angle. So you want to give that illusion of that like bolted And yes, I could create a circle and go around and chop it down. I don't feel like doing that. Instead, I'm doing it the super hard way. Cause why? Cause that's how we do. Meow Meow, did you win your treats? Because you're being a butthead. She's back in here. Spoiled little shit. So you know she's spoiled. Okay, this one needs to be leaning more in this direction. Because that's it's bolting, not bulging. I said bolting, so you have, there's the center of the room. Anything that's towards the left, it's going to be tilting towards the right and vice versa. Just adding that little bit of vaulting. Okay, not too bad. Looking pretty good. I know, and it looks like it's kind of crazy because they're in the future, but yet they have analog TVs. Don't be asking me questions. Retro's cool, man. Retro's cool. I'm gonna borrow you right here. And I'm going to reflect. Oops, no, I don't want it. Transform, reflect. Yes, Meow Meow. There we go. There we go. Not too bad. Alright, there we go. So we got that. And then let's borrow that. Transform, reflect. Okay. There we go. And I don't care if they fit in the window fully or not. I was just trying to give the illusion. There we go. And not to worry about anything that goes past that screen right there. Okay, so with that, okay, so it doesn't look too bad. So I'm going to go ahead, gonna plot this dude out of existence. I need to call this ref, lock that up. Okay, and then with that, we need to create 2 circles on the floor. So, floor. We actually need to go a little bit further out. No gray. I need something that screams like orange. There we go. There we go. Do that right there. Paste in place. And I could put it smack in the center. I could just kind of offset it a little bit. Let me see. And there we go. That's what I'm trying to do right now. And then we just need one more back here. Just to make sure nothing's missed. Control Shift back. way now we have our area. Okay. So if we were to bring this right here is just my outline. What you doing? What you doing, you butt? I'm telling you, man. It's like, what you doing, you butt? Okay, so now we have our base. Okay, now what we need to do is start borrowing some colors. I don't like having that in a stroke. Also what I'm going for, it looks like there's a tunnel on the floor. I kind of don't like that. I do like having the lighter tone though. Let me go to, instead of that, let's go to a flatter tone that's light. There we go, kind of like having that. Okay, and then from here, let's select some of these colors. Dark gray, edge, let's make it gold, kind of retro-ish. Okay, not too bad. Background, back here, this big old piece. I'm gonna push it to a darker color. I'm gonna need a fill. Same thing goes with that one. No fill for that. Okay. What am I doing? I could have selected the whole layer. Gosh darn it. Fail, Anna, fail. Fail, fail, fail. There we go. Now we have the contrast. Okay, and then as for the pillars, I gotta be careful with this. I don't want to add too much yellow and then it distracts from the characters. Nope. What can I, oh. Keep in mind the ones in here are going to be probably a little brighter for the simple fact that these are monitors, and actually that right there makes more sense because it looks like it's kind of glaring in between. These are like little backdrops. And that's the background right there. Okay. And I do want to grab these in betweens. And yeah, I'm gonna put this right here. Select that one. There you go. Sweet, that's looking a lot nicer. Now, can I put a competing blue back there? I can if I want to. However, trying to making sure that like the colors are not too much against grace. So even some of these, what I might have to do is grab the stroke of everything and drop it 1 to at least this area here, to drop this to a 1. And you'll see what I mean here in a second. Okay, so let's go ahead and test this out real quick. Let's create a new layer. Let me find gray so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Gracie, where are you, Gracie? There you are. There we go. See, so I want to make sure that she stands out, but she doesn't get lost in the background. Like right now, see, like it's competing a little bit too much. So I might have to mute some of these colors a little bit. Now the good part is because these are global colors. Where are you? I just simply... There we go. So these are global colors, so I can mute them back a little bit. Preview. See? So it has the hint of the colors, but it's not competing with her too much. The brown is just a little too dull. Let's see. Oh no, maybe it looks good by having like way too bright. Nah. Let's try that. See, so you do that with a master color. And that way she stands out. Otherwise she's kind of competing with the background. See, let me show you before. And then redo. Yep. God bless these shortcut keys. So some of the shortcut keys used in Illustrator also triggers my monitor. Such a pain in the ass. We do a swatch change. So I think that is a little bit better. At least for me, it might change. I just don't want her competing with the background. Let me see if I can show you guys what I mean. So if I head over here, let me create. I need a gray. Saturation. Just give me a neutral guy. And then if I grab this and I do adjustments. Where's my adjustments? Align. I don't see your adjustments. Or appearances, that's why. And then if I grab the fill and then I add a blending mode to it, such as an overlay. Why is that not overlaying over everything? Overlay. There we go. Overlay. Color. Okay, there we go. So as you can see, when you do color, see, like there's a lot of things competing with her. So I want to make sure that she pops out and doesn't really get lost. This is a really good trick if you're ever doing composition, that you want to see what's competing against your character. So now that I have this, I can turn this back off. And I might have to push this back as well. Let's see, how do I dull this out a little bit? Preview. I'll show you by adding the warmer colors. That might not work. Maybe? The only thing I really wish I had, let's see, color. Where's my color guide? Here we go. My color guide. So this gives me kind of like some compositions that I can use for ideas. And this is pre-built within Adobe. So let me see. Okay, that's a little too close. That's a little too muted. It's a little too green though. It's a little better. I do want to at least grab this, grab the stroke. And I can either remove the stroke so it looks like they're actual monitors. When you have a monitor, the glow either needs to be white or to be non-existent because light doesn't really create a rim. Light travels at 360 degrees, all in all directions. It does happen to bounce off of surfaces and come back, but if it's a really solid ball of light, it doesn't have edges. It might have kind of like a soft edge, but not a hard edge, unless you're doing that intentionally. Redropping the saturation of that. Oh my god, my cat got on my face and then now. Let's see, how does that look? I mean, I don't hate it. Looking at it on the screen. See, but now it feels like there's not enough contrast. But the good part is it's pushed back, which is kind of what I want. So let's go ahead and create a new global color on that. See if I can go a little lighter. Yeah, colors has never been my pet peeve, guys, so, you know, bear with me. Oops. Okay, now let's take a look at that. See, now she's starting to stand out a little bit more. And even though it's a really rich background, see, she's not really competing with the background as much. Kind of like that a little bit better. I'm testing stuff out. There we go. I kind of like that a lot better, to be quite honest. So you have a nice balance of the yellows and blues, which are pretty much warm versus cool colors. So even though the low saturation, you have a cool palette versus a cold palette, which is pretty much what she's got. She's got a lot of blues, so contrasting is the yellow, which would be the accents. You can see it on the nail file, the shoulder pads, and then the earbuds that she's wearing. So I kind of like that right there. There we go. Making that into a blue. I kind of like that a lot better myself. Oops. There we go. I think that looks a lot nicer. At least to me it does. It might be still a little too close to that. Before I forget, let me grab this. Turn it into a swatch. Okay, there we go. And then maybe the monitors can just be, I mean, they're almost white, like literally almost white. There we go. So that to me looks like it fits a little better, and it's actually kind of following the new trend that's still going on. It actually started with Steven Universe, where they actually took the art stuff from Steven Universe, believe it or not. It references to a lot to the 1970s like music albums, where it had this really beautiful color palettes of like pinks and pastels. And I was kind of really happy when I saw Steven Universe the first time. And then because of the high influence and LGBTQ friendliness of the show, which, by the way, regardless how you feel about it, the show is amazing. I need to go ahead and finish it. I stopped where Steven finds out about his mom and then he gets to meet like White Diamond. That's where I stopped, and I need to finish it. I think I saw part of the wedding, but I need to go ahead and just finish out the series. But it's absolutely wonderful. And its influence has spawned up a bunch of stuff. Like after that, it was She-Ra on Netflix. So I like the fact that they're not scared anymore using some of these like softer pastel colors, and they're bringing in for like all these like hard ass shows. So yeah, no, it's pretty cool. Okay, the only other thing I probably need to do is need to tie this up. Okay, that's a little much. See, because this is more like a grayish blue. So what if I need kind of a version of this. And there we go. Now let's see what it looks like with this. Okay, that seems to be a little bit better, at least to me. It's closer because it's got more like a greenish tone to it. And this is great. Like she is really happy, and maybe for this we'll keep that tone back there. There we go. So we keep that for the tones back there. And then let's see what we got going on. What does that look like? See, it's kind of have like a greenish tone to it. Okay, let's borrow this real quick. Gotta be careful that I don't go too oversaturated. I really like that blue tone to it. There we go. See, it had more of a green. Now with the blue tone, it kind of unifies it. So he's keeping the echo of the blue and yellows. Technically, complementary is blues and orange. Is it blue and orange? No, orange and purple. Red and green. And blue and yellow. Yeah, I had it right. I need to look at the color wheel. I'm more of a visual person. Don't mind me. There we go. So now we're getting that right there. Okay, let's go ahead and grab that. No stroke. Some of them I like to add stroke. Some of them I don't like having stroke on them. That is another thing that I wanted to try on here. These backgrounds right here. Not the floor. That can stay as is. But this right here. I want to remove the stroke. See what that looks like. See? It kind of makes her pop out a little bit more. But then I also got to be careful because it kind of contradicts what we got going on here. So I'm trying to kind of nail down the style that we're going for. Let's go to the pillars. There you go. I kind of really like that, not even gonna lie. So it's kind of soft enough that it gets kind of pushed in the background. I really like that. And maybe this is the style. Like I said, right now we're still kind of evolving the show and kind of creating some of the stuff. So maybe stuff that they interact with will have a solid line, and then stuff that is just kind of like incidental in the background that will be just like these shapes. So that way they stand out. Like this to me, now she stands out a lot. Yeah, no, I really like that. Like, I really like it. So I hope my friends will like it. Maybe they'll give me some fresh ideas. Maybe they'll like it, they'll hate it. I don't know. I never know. So, but I think I'm going to leave it there. When you like something, walk away. Walk away, walk away, walk away. If you keep at it and you keep fiddling with it, you might F it up. And I'm going to be straight honest. Sometimes it's just good just to kind of let it sit there for like one day. And then look at the next day, and then the next day you go, yeah, it still looks good. Then go ahead and keep it. And the next day you go, what the hell was I thinking? Yeah, that's it happens. It happens. I ain't gonna lie to you. It happens. So, but see, like I'm trying to keep that simplicity. There's not even a lot of strokes on there except for right here with the chair, which is technically in the episode we'll be using the chair. It's pretty much Goi's chair. Goi's on leave, but the chair is symbol of her presence. Even though she's not there, these characters still fear her because she's the general. So it's one of those things that I needed to highlight it and bolden it up, so that way it has a personality of its own based on her presence, even though she is not there. But again, it's gonna make more sense once we get the episode out. Okay, so with that, guys, I'm gonna stop for the day. And I'm probably going to try to play a little more Hollow Knight. If I don't play it, I'm going to play some Valheim in a little bit. And, yeah. So, anyway, guys, thank you for joining me. As usual, you guys are amazing. And I know no one's ever watching these. But, you know, I just really... the few of you guys that do, I always appreciate you. And, you know, it's just fun for me. It really is all it is. I'm not planning to get Twitch famous or nothing. So, anyway, guys, talk to you soon, and big hugs, and please stay safe. Bye.